What is up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a great week. But Bitcoin is surpassing 122 now. Woo! So it is a great start to the weekend, guys. Like, how much higher can Bitcoin go? That is a huge spike up. Like, when I was walking in today after a late start, yes, I slept through my alarms, my phone died. But it was like, we're at 121. It's like, sweet, we're still holding. But are we going to keep going? And yes, we are. And then that's the biggest question. Are we going to hit $150,000 by the end of this year? And that's the question MicroStrategy is asking. So let's go through this article and hear what the community is saying about this. So Strategy's Michael Saylor is asking the most important Bitcoin question for him right now, and everyone has the right to answer. So yes, he posted a post on Twitter asking a poll of everyone saying, can we reach this? But Michael Saylor, the man whose corporate treasury has become almost synonymous with Bitcoin itself, is asking just one question. As of 2025 reaches its final quarter, will Bitcoin close the year above $150,000? Now, his poll has already gone over 42,000 votes, with 3 out of every 4 people saying they think the world's biggest cryptocurrency can reach that goal. Now, for Saylor, this is not just some random thought. Strategy, the NASDAQ-listed company, he is in charge of at least 640,031 Bitcoin that has been bought since August 2020 for an average price of $73,981 per coin. Now, that stash, worth over $77 billion at today's price of $120,000, well, now it's $122,000, has the firm up by more than 63%. Now, here is that tweet that he posted about that, asking everybody, and it's not showing what the final vote was or the answer. He's saying 3 out of 4, so would it be assuming 15,000 votes out of the, be 40,000 votes, maybe it's 35 out of the 50,000 right there have voted for that we can make it. But the importance of the 150,000 mark does go beyond just paper gains. If Bitcoin goes up to that zone, the value of Strategy's holdings would increase by another $18 billion or more, and that would bring its position close to the $96 billion line and turn the company into an asset base that rivals some of the world's largest banks. So yeah, picture that. Can his company Strategy be a $100 billion company? Well, the market is already showing its approval, and Strategy's stock is worth about $100 billion, and its enterprise value is around $115 billion, so I guess they're already above that. But the Bitcoin chart also shows why this question is so important. With a market cap of just over $120,000, Bitcoin has climbed back up from September lows and is nearing its summer highs. Now, the last 3 months of 2025 will show if Saylor's bet turns into one of the biggest corporate wins of the decade or becomes the nastiest bubble burst of the century. So yes, we will wait and see about that. But even if there is a big bubble burst, because the markets always change. It's either, oh, Bitcoin is dead, or we're in a bubble, it's going to burst. Like, even if it did pop, like, everyone's still going to be buying more Bitcoin. That's what happens, and we wait till the next run up. But what catastrophic event would take place to cause this to burst? I really don't know. Would it be his account gets hacked or something like that? Would all the banks go down? Well, that'll be even better for Bitcoin. But so I don't know what the black swan event will be, if we do even have one, and if this train just keeps going up, which it does seem like it is. But there's so much stuff going on around the world. Let's cover this one article that go over like all the global updates. I'm sure I covered some of these articles singularity like throughout the week, but let's go through this and see what's been going on around the world. So Bitcoin surges beyond just the US shutdown as Brazil embraces miners and the global update. So as October unfolds, cryptocurrency markets are demonstrating resilience amid geopolitical tensions and regulatory uncertainties. Now, Bitcoin continues its upward momentum, often outperforming traditional equities during the US government shutdown. Now, while regulatory developments, legal seizures, and innovation in Europe shape the evolving crypto landscape, this edition provides a comprehensive overview of the latest events impacting crypto markets, from regulatory battles to industrial growth strategies. Now, Bitcoin surges past 120,000 amid a US government shutdown, extending its October rally. And then legal authorities conduct the largest cryptocurrency seizure in history, with over 61,000 Bitcoin linked to its major fraud case. Brazilian's energy firm embraces crypto mining as a solution to the excess power, contrasting the stricter regulations in New York. European regulators tighten restrictions on private stablecoins, advancing their own digital euro project. And major European banks collaborate on euro-pegged stablecoins while the ECB accelerates the digital euro development. So there is a lot going on out there, and let's break apart some of these articles. Let me take a sip of my hot coffee. 2 French vanilla creamers, that's it. No other sugar, just nice black coffee with some creamer. But Bitcoin has crossed that $120,000 mark, defying the ongoing US government shutdown, which has entered its 3rd day, which I haven't been affected by it at all, have you? But the political impasse has not only boosted Bitcoin's October performance, which is often called Uptober, but has also highlighted its resilience as traditional markets remain relatively stable. Now, although with more modest gains, market observers see Bitcoin outperforming stocks as a safe haven, amid uncertainty reinforcing its appeal in the broader financial ecosystem. Now, the shutdown delays key economic data, such as the U.S. non-farm payroll report scheduled for October 6th, which has investors to monitor the gauge of the Federal Reserve policy direction. Now, historically, October downturns have followed political standoffs, notably the 2018 shutdown that briefly knocked Bitcoin from 3,900 to 3,500, a period marked by increased regulatory scrutiny from the Financial Action Task Force. Now, despite recent delays, analysts remain optimistic about continued positive performance for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. However, the shutdown is likely to impede the SEC's review of the key crypto ETF proposals, including those involving Litecoin, Solana, and XRP. While analysts express confidence that altcoin ETFs will eventually gain approval, and approval processes are expected to slow until the government resumes normal operations. So yeah, I believe one of those ETFs, there was a Litecoin one by Canary Capital, I think that was them, was delayed because of the shutdown. So shucks, I want a Litecoin ETF to come around because I do like Litecoin. But here's a tweet from James Seifert. A lot of questions from clients and people on here because the Canary Fund's Litecoin filing was technically due today under 19B-4, but as multiple people have reported, including Eleanor Tourette, it looks like the SEC wants everyone to file under the new generic listing standards. Now, for all these products, which means these deadlines date might not matter at all now. Also, the government shutdown really throws a wrench into things. This is all to say we are uncertain about what's happening at the exact moment, but that said, we do still think they'll launch it in the near future. So that's the shutdowns going on. Now let's make our way down south to Brazil welcomes hash rate. So miners find opportunities out there. I know I covered this article a couple days ago, but Brazil is emerging as an unlikely hub for crypto mining, with energy companies actively seeking to partner with miners. With some local power plants reporting up to 70% of surplus energy, miners are being invited to absorb this excess, now creating a symbiotic relationship that contrasts sharply with China's 2021 ban, which caused a major exodus of the hash power abroad. Similar initiatives in Laos utilize hydropower to manage electricity surpluses, transforming what was once a challenge into the opportunity for the industry. And here's a chart showcasing the hash rate levels being higher than ever. And yeah, the extra 70% surplus of energy that they have is clean energy. And that's what all miners are always looking to do. Clean, reusable energy, just to get away from the negativity saying, oh, Bitcoin mining takes too much energy. We need that. It's bad for the environment. They have 70% extra energy. So it's like miners are always looking for clean, reusable, and the cheapest energy they possibly can get. So this is a nice little symbiotic partnership going on, and why people will be flocking to Brazil for mining activities. But meanwhile, in New York, authorities are considering a new tax on crypto mining, with a bill proposing a tiered excise tax that could challenge existing operations, especially those relying on non-renewable energy sources. Now, the law aims to scale from a 2 cent per kilowatt hour for smaller miners to 5 cents for the largest entities, with exemptions fully renewable powered options. So that's not even a good news out there. I know New York was doing a bunch of other stuff that I did not like, but the legal crackdown of the largest Bitcoin seizure that also happened. So in a major legal development, Chinese-born fraudster Zimin Qian and her partner Hoksang Ling pleaded guilty in London to laundering proceeds from a colossal Ponzi scheme. The UK police confiscated over 61,000 Bitcoin, valued at more than $7.24 billion, making it the largest cryptocurrency seizure in history. Now, these assets include Bitcoin, cash, gold, and encrypted devices linked to her scam that defrauded over 128,000 investors in China between 2014 and 2020. Now, the seized Bitcoin is under government control, sparking debate on whether victims will be compensated based on their original investment value or at recent market prices discussions. And the discussions revolve around the legal complexities of the restitution, with some suggesting that a portion of the recovered assets could bolster public funds amid rising fiscal pressures. Now, is this the article I actually have for you on the next one? Hold on. Let's see. UK seized 7.35 billion. Wait, is that the same one? Hold on. How much did they seize? 7.24 billion. This might be the exact same article, so I might not even need to comment on this. But crypto traders are watching these wallets to see what the UK is going to be doing with these addresses. So these seized addresses remain a focal point for traders and investigators tracking their moments and offers transparency in potential liquidations. So I guess, yeah, the market is looking for these trades from these two fraudsters out there with that Ponzi scheme. So we'll see what happens with the market on that. Is it going to be bad pressure, or again, is it just going to go into hands that people are just going to buy it up and then hold on to it, so then the price just keeps going after that? So we'll see on that, but I guess I need to cover that article, which shows you, guys, when I pull up these news articles, I just get a brief explanation of it. I look at the title, I see if it's worthy to be shared with you guys, and then I'm reading this in life with you, so I'm getting the same information at the same time as you as I go through these articles. So I'm going, wait a minute, don't I have an article saved up? And as I showed you, I was like, wait a minute, I am already covering this article right here. So, okay, but let's continue on with this one. What other events have been going on? So we have European stability and the digital euro progress. So European authorities are increasingly wary of private stablecoins, with the ESRB recommending a ban on stablecoins issued by firms inside and outside of the EU. Now, this move, although non-binding, signals a cautious approach, reinforced by concerns over non-EU stablecoins like Tether, USDT, which have faced delistings in the EU after refusal to comply with the regional regulations. Now, progress continues on the digital euro, with major banks partnering with technology providers to establish an infrastructure for a centrally issued digital currency. Now, the European Central Bank anticipates a mid-2029 launch, aligned with efforts to ensure financial stability and secure digital transactions across the region. Now, here's the group of European banks that are collaborating on a euro stablecoin. So you got Deka, Caixa, KBC, Raiffeisen Bank, SEB, Danske Bank, ING, UniCredit, and Sela. So again, we are always coming up with more articles just talking about these institutions are getting involved. This government's getting involved too. Oh, look at this big player in this business. Well, everyone's on board with crypto and Bitcoin now. These ones are going more to the stablecoin aspect or a CBDC style, because again, they still need to follow rules. They want a little bit more control. They can't do that with Bitcoin. So they're going to really roll out a stablecoin, centralized bank digital currency first, and then on board Bitcoin after that. But they need something they can control to play a part of the game. But as the digital euro takes shape, the ECB's ongoing partnerships with technology firms focus on creating a secure, offline-capable payment system, marking another step toward a fully operational digital currency within the European Union. So those are some stuff that's been going on this week. I've been covering a couple of these articles, so always stay tuned to my show when I go live at noon, Monday to Friday, because that way you can just be informed on what's happening. Otherwise, we're just going to get these little tidbit updates. So in case you missed any of those updates, follow my channel, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and all of our channels through the Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club, whether it's Bitcoin Ben's channel, BBTV, mine, Godfrey and Bitcoin. Give us a follow on all of our platforms and just share that with the community. That's the biggest and easiest thing you guys can do to help us out. Now, so let's take a quick commercial break, and then I'll come back with the article on Samsung expands Coinbase integration with direct crypto purchases in the Galaxy wallet. So we'll be right back after these messages to continue on with the news.
What if I told you a truck driver cracked the code to building a crypto empire? Meet Bitcoin Ben. He went from driving 18-wheelers to creating 6 different ways for regular people to stack Bitcoin and build wealth. This isn't just another crypto course. This is a complete ecosystem where you earn while you learn. First up, the confidential bulk purchase program. Get Bitcoin at wholesale prices through group buying power. Then there's Home to HODL. Convert your home equity directly into Bitcoin instead of cash. Need funding? The Loans for Bitcoin program gets you the capital to buy more crypto. Want passive income? Private Key Capital puts your Bitcoin to work. Hungry for something different? Bitcoin Ben's tokenized beef lets you invest in real cattle backed by blockchain technology. And if you want to mine, Bitcoin Ben's mining program gets you started with the right equipment and knowledge. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club pays you to learn. Earn 10% on direct referrals, 5% on second level, 2% on third level. This might be the only membership where you make more than you pay. Ben went from 10 years behind the wheel to becoming the world's most unlikely crypto expert. Now he's sharing everything through live training, community events, and proven systems that work. Ready to stop watching from the sidelines? Join Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club today and start stacking sats while building your financial future. Your truck driving days are over. Your crypto empire starts now.
Yes, guys, if you want more information about all those programs, go to bitcoinben.io or shoot us a text or call us at 941-413-8080. Why am I doing it? I don't like the way this looks. Taylor Bentley Chance, like, no, don't cancel me. No, so I was right there where the number is leading on. So yeah, welcome back, guys. Let's continue on with the crypto news. What's happening in the space? I said we're going to be going over Samsung expands Coinbase integration with direct crypto purchases in the Galaxy Wallet. So yeah, so Samsung Wallet and Coinbase aim to provide easier access to cryptocurrency for 75 million US Galaxy users with a global rollout plan for the future. So consumer electronic giant Samsung has expanded its partnership with the cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase, allowing its Galaxy smartphone users to buy crypto directly through its native Samsung wallet. Now, in the first phase, about 75 million Galaxy users in the United States will gain access to Coinbase One, a subscription service that offers zero trading fees, higher staking rewards, and account protection for lost funds due to unauthorized access. Now, Coinbase announced on Friday that together with Samsung, we're pairing their global scale with Coinbase trusted platform to deliver the best value for people to access crypto, starting with more than 75 million Galaxy users across the US and soon around the world, said Sean Agarwal, Chief Business Officer at Coinbase. Now, these two companies aim to expand access to more Galaxy smartphone users worldwide, potentially bringing a significant influx of new mainstream investors to crypto's market. Now, given the over 1 billion active global Galaxy users are out there, Samsung accounts for about 13% of the world's 7.4 billion smartphone users as of September, according to the Bank My Sell app. Now let's talk about the Samsung Wallet partnership that will make crypto more accessible, says Coinbase's CEO, Brian Armstrong. So the new partnership will enable US Galaxy smartphone users to buy crypto via the Samsung Wallet in addition to free access to Coinbase One, which costs $4.99 per month for the basic version or $29.99 per month for the premium version. And I don't use any of them, just saying, because again, you're using a centralized exchange. If you're playing on the DeFi space, you want to keep that in the DeFi, not under the centralized control where they keep track of everything. But the new partnership will make crypto even more accessible, said Coinbase co-founder and CEO Brian Armstrong in a Friday X post. He said that we are excited to be partnering with Samsung to make crypto even more accessible. We're offering 75 million plus Samsung Galaxy users in the US with free access to Coinbase One to bring them on board. And we've fully integrated Samsung Pay so that every Coinbase user in the US can use that to buy crypto. Now, launched by Samsung Electronics, the Samsung Wallet is an evolution of Samsung Pay, initially introduced in 2015 and later integrated multiple crypto wallet features, rebranding as the Samsung Wallet mobile application in June 2022. Now, Samsung Wallet was first rolled out as a payment method and deposit option for cryptocurrency traders on Coinbase at the end of July. Now, the partnership with Coinbase marks Samsung's commitment to allow users to explore and engage with crypto on a trusted platform. From the convenience of the mobile phones, said Drew Blackard, Senior Vice President of the Mobile Product Management at Samsung Electronics America, Samsung Wallet app users can execute crypto mobile transactions, installment payments, peer-to-peer transactions, and access digital identity services. So lots of features you'll be getting within the Samsung Wallet app, which again just started as Samsung Pay, which is like our Apple Pay. Like everyone's going to be getting on board. I guarantee like even Apple will have this like partnership or just ability. I think you even have the ability to use Apple Pay in some exchanges out there. So everyone's onboarding crypto. They know that people want crypto. They know that they need crypto. So they're going to do whatever they can to just start integrating this, because otherwise they'll get left behind in this just new future we're heading to. Like the future, like our present never stays present. Like we're always changing, even us as individuals, we're always expanding, evolving, just doing better. And that's what all these businesses are doing by adopting crypto and blockchain technology. So again, it's just natural selection that's going to be taking place, like Darwinism too, like the weak will not survive and only the strong will. So they literally have to do this. Now let's talk about another company that's integrating like crypto and Bitcoin payments, and that is Walmart. So the Walmart backed OnePay to offer Bitcoin trading in their app. Millions of US retail customers will soon gain broader access to Bitcoin as Walmart's OnePay app prepares to roll out trading functionality. So OnePay, the fintech venture majority owned by Walmart, will soon allow its customers to buy, sell, and hold Bitcoin directly in its mobile app. Now, this access will help bring Bitcoin access to the mainstream for US retail consumers. Now, according to a CNBC reporting, OnePay plans to launch the service later this year in partnership with crypto's infrastructure firm Zero Hash. Now, founded in 2021 by Walmart and Ribbit Capital, OnePay has steadily built out an everything app for digital finance, offering savings accounts, cards, buy now, pay later services, and even wireless plans. Now, by adding Bitcoin custody and trading, the firm jumps on the Bitcoin boat alongside other US fintech leaders like PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, all of which are already allowing crypto purchases. Now, the integration could give OnePay users the ability to convert Bitcoin into dollars for everyday use. So whether to make a purchase at Walmart stores or to pay down card balances. Now, here is Bitcoin Magazine tweeting out about the Walmart-backed fintech OnePay to offer Bitcoin crypto trading and custody. It's bullish on their end. Now, with Walmart's 150 million weekly US shoppers already plugged into its ecosystem, OnePay's Bitcoin offering may reach a far broader audience than just rival apps. For OnePay, the timing appears favorable. The company's mobile app now ranks number 5 among free finance apps in Apple Store, and ahead of JP Morgan Chase, Robinhood, and Chime per CNBC. Now, fintech's embrace of Bitcoin. So nearly every app ahead of OnePay in the Apple Store, such as PayPal and Cash App, already have some form of Bitcoin trading. Not really trading unless they're referring to taking your cash and buying Bitcoin. They do have that feature on there. But merchants pay a promotional 0.99% fee in the first year, rising to 1.5% afterwards, and then both below the average US credit card processing cost. So although OnePay operates as a separate entity, its real strength comes from being deeply integrated into Walmart's well-established and massive retail ecosystem, appearing directly at the checkout both online and in stores. Now, that level of distribution positions it as one of the most accessible on-ramps for everyday Americans to interact with Bitcoin, underscoring how the world's largest retailer increasingly views Bitcoin as part of a mainstream commerce. Now, OnePay itself isn't just a single service, but suite of financial tools. Now, the lineup includes a digital wallet for payments and rewards, and then OnePay Later, a buy now, pay later option powered by Klarna, and OnePay cards, which feature both debit cards and a rewards credit card for earning points on purchases. And in addition to the Bitcoin, the app will also support trading in Ethereum. So not just Bitcoin, they'll add Ethereum as well. So Walmart's backed OpenPay app, I think they also use this to pay some of their employees, like getting access to this, is integrating Bitcoin and trading into it. So it is kind of like a super app coming out. So again, everybody's onboarding this technology, from Samsung to Walmart to banks to the world. Like, there is nothing stopping this train. So that is our Walmart and OnePay back news. Let's talk about BNB. That coin, Binance's main coin, is like skyrocketing right now to all-time highs, and I think they lowered their gas fee in doing transactions. So let's cover this article right here. So BNB sets a new all-time high at $1,111 as user metrics fire up. Now, is that still the current price? Let's see. Let's go down. BNB is at $1,152. So, yep, that is correct. But analysts told Cointelegraph in July that whales and treasury companies are stacking BNB along with regular token burns, and they were sending the coin's price higher. So BNB, the native token on BNB chain, is a layer 1 blockchain created by crypto exchange Binance, and it has reached a new all-time high amid plans for upgrades and the broader market rally. The token reached $1,111 for the first time on Friday after rising more than 7.4% in the last 24 hours and surging 17.5% for the week, according to the data aggregator CoinGecko. It also comes as more treasury companies have been stacking BNB soon after the coin's all-time high in July. Now, analysts told Cointelegraph that treasury buying, along with regular token birds, had contributed to its price gains with more room to grow. Now, all-time high CZN is in full swing. Yes, he is. Asset manager Standard Chartered predicted in May that the token would reach a peak of $1,275 in 2025. And based on its expected gain in tandem with the Bitcoin and Ethereum, the rest of the cryptocurrency market also registered gains on Friday, with the total market cap rising to 1.6%, back to 4.2 trillion. Are we back at 4.2 trillion? Let me go back to that market. So I look up here. Core market cap is at 4.12 trillion. So yeah, we are back in the 4 trillion mark. Yeah, when we were dipping down beneath the Bitcoin was at 109. Our total market cap for all the coins out there fell beneath that 4 trillion. It was like at 3.9, 3.8, but we're back above 4. Yes. Now, the BNB chain metrics also rise as well with all this. So along with the token price, BNB's chain's total locked value has also risen. The total number of active addresses and transaction volumes has increased over the past month, according to the analytics platform DeFi Llama. Now, the blockchain's total value lock has increased 2.5% in the last 24 hours, tapping an $8.23 billion. At the same time, the number of active addresses spiked to 73.24 million last month, reaching the highest recorded level. Now, transaction volumes have also been on the rise, recording the second largest amount in September, reaching 4.34 million in total. The biggest monthly transaction volume was recorded in June, and the new all-time high and growing user metrics came just days after the official X account for BNB chain was compromised on Wednesday when hackers posted phishing links targeting wallets. Now, BNB's upgrade on the horizon. On Wednesday, validators builders operating on BNB chain adopted the new minimum gas price of just 0.05 Gwei, which the BNB team said in an X post would result in faster and cheaper trading for users. So the next step for wallets and centralized exchanges and trading platforms are to adopt the 0.05 Gwei to align with the network and keep BNB chain the most attractive home for on-chain activity, the team said. Now, here is BNB's post on X. Today, all BNB Smart Chain validators and builders have adopted the new minimum gas price of 0.05 Gwei, and the BSC is fully ready to accept the transactions at this rate. So that's about 0.005 cents per transaction, so half of a penny to make a move on BNB's chain, making BSC1 the most cost-efficient blockchain in crypto. Now, what it means is faster and cheaper trading for users, more room for builders to innovate, and stronger positions for BNB chain as a blockchain ecosystem. Now, the next step for the wallet centralized exchange trading platform to adopt the 0.05 Gwei is to align with the network and keep BNB chain the most attractive home for on-chain activity. So in its outlook for the remainder of 2025 and 2026, the BNB team stated that plans are also in place to increase the block gas limit from 100 million to 1 billion. Aiming to meet user demand and ensure smooth activity across decentralized applications. Meanwhile, in 2026, there is an intent to develop a blockchain architecture capable of processing 20,000 transactions per second with confirmation times of under 150 milliseconds. There are also plans for native privacy features, upgradable virtual machines, and more user-friendly tools for next year. Now, 2 major upgrades already went live in 2025. Earlier this year, BNB Smart Chain's Maxwell upgrade went live in June, which geared toward creating faster blocks, better validator coordination, and smoother network performance. It also sparked speculation that a rally could be around the corner. And then in April, the Rent's hard fork went live, reducing block times and introducing enhanced validator networking to make the chain more suitable for latency-sensitive applications. So the BNB chain is always upgrading, just getting better, and having these cheaper transactions does increase the ability to build on the network. Because like when you're comparing BNB with Ethereum, like Ethereum has such high gas fees, so for these guys, they can test the network, but if they want to actually execute like their actual app and everything, it's going to cost more than BNB because now it's so much cheaper to do many little things without just having to do the tester transactions out there. So way to go, BNB. How high are we going to go? I don't know, but I love watching the price go up. Now, in our final news article, the UK is renewing Apple iCloud's backdoor push, threatening crypto wallet security out there. So hence why always write down your seed phrase, guys. Never keep a private key copy on your phone, device, ever. Never a digital copy. Just write it down so it's always offline, because it looks like the UK is trying to push to get into somebody's Apple wallet. So let's see what actually is going down. The UK has again ordered to ordered Apple to open access to an encrypted iCloud backup for British users, a move that could expose crypto wallet keys to hacking, hence why you shouldn't leave your keys on your device. Well, the private keys are stored on the device, hence why you should always have a separate device for your crypto wallet. I pulled up my iPhone app there, but a separate device that's just not connected with any account that links it to you. The only thing that you have associated with the wallet would be the seed phrase. So some things to consider. But the United Kingdom is again pressuring Apple to create a backdoor into its encrypted iCloud backup services, raising alarms among cybersecurity and crypto advocates. So according to the Financial Times, the UK government has ordered Apple to allow access to encrypted iCloud backups of the British users. The renewed requests differ from previous demands in that it limits access to UK-based accounts, but critics argue that the change still poses serious risk. Now, many mobile wallets, including Coinbase Wallet, Uniswap Wallet, ZeroEncrypto.com DeFi Wallet, and MetaMask allow users to store encrypted private key backups in iCloud, potentially exposing users' attack due to the change. So again, these companies and exchanges and some wallets offer that ability to do it. You should never back up your seed phrase to the iCloud. Just never. Now, despite the key backups being encrypted, accessing these files allows for so-called dictionary or brute force attacks, where the attacker attempts all possible combinations to decrypt the file. Now, consequently, if an attacker manages to obtain the backup file, the security relies on the strength of the encryption password. So Electronic Frontier Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated defending digital rights, said that this is still an unsettling overreach that makes UK users less safe and less free. As we've said time and time again, any backdoor built for government puts everyone at greater risk of hacking, identity theft, and fraud. Now, Slava Demchuk, the CEO of blockchain forensics and cybersecurity firm AML Bot, told Cointelegraph that implementing the UK's request could be dangerous for ordinary users. The number of threats and attackers will increase. It's simple logic, Demchuk said. And again, the UK is at it again, so I guess this isn't the first time they tried to, but the UK government made similar demands earlier this year, requiring blanket capability to view fully encrypted material, not merely assistance in cracking a specific account, but the Electronic Frontier Foundation said that demand utilizes a power known as Technical Capable Notice under the UK's Investigators Powers Act. So the TCN is in question and was first issued in January, forcing Apple to either create a backdoor or block its advanced data protection feature, which turns on end-to-end encryption for iCloud. And in the UK, a US intelligence chief claimed that the UK withdrew this request but advanced data protection and remained unavailable for UK users. Now, crypto roots and privacy activism. So Bitcoin and the later broader cryptocurrency industry both owe their existence to early digital rights advocacy groups. Bitcoin was largely developed by the so-called cypherpunks, a pro-cryptography group that famously opposed the US government's classification of cryptography and prime numbers as munitions to control them. Now, the tradition continues today with activism carried on by crypto community. Recently, Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin criticized the European Union's proposed chat control legislation, which would require client-side pre-encryption scanning of messages for illegal content. And Buterin highlighted that backdoors built for law enforcement are inevitably hackable and undermine everyone's safety. So the Launch Frontiers Foundation also warned that UK's new request makes everyone less safe. So we have activist groups fighting for our protection. Here in the U.S., we have Dennis Porter, with Satoshi Action Fund. He is helping push rules and laws and bills in place to help protect the crypto community. Because again, we need to still get these rules and regulations in place, not just for the banks, but just for our protection as well. Because if it's not in there, these guys are trying to push it back, or they made a law out there that said, okay, we do need this backdoor. So anyone who Apple, Samsung, Microsoft needs to create this for us to use. So we need to have these rules in place, and there are people fighting. Vitalik Buterin, Dennis Porter, literally all of us here at the Crypto Club, everyone's fighting, even you guys too. So just be careful, guys, and again, to keep your safe. Again, Calyx Solutions offer crypto-only laptops too. It's once you get that laptop, they do offer Apple and PCs out there, but they take away the backdoor access for the companies to make changes to your laptop. So again, that's one thing you want to secure a device to secure your crypto wallets on. You can still use your normal phones and everything for everyday use cases, but you're not going to store everything on here. Just saying. So yeah, so just be safe out there, be on alert, but let's keep on going Bitcoin. Let's keep rising. I love seeing that. That was kind of butt downer news. And whoa, we are at $123,000. We're almost at 124. We are going to be pushing all-time highs, guys, right now. Whoa, the current all-time high is at 124,457. We are literally $600 away. So let's do it. I guarantee. I don't guarantee. I am hoping like we see new all-time highs. Let's go to 130. But I'm not sure what the support level is going to be now. Is it going to be 125? You got to pass and see. Is it going to be 130? This is an exciting time, guys. Just keep stacking those sats. Keep hodling because this is your once in a lifetime to just change your family's lives. Like this is generational wealth. Some of you may be old out there and like just trying to look for the quick gains. Like Bitcoin's not going to do that. Take your gambling somewhere else. But if you're trying to preserve your wealth and support your family, this is what you need to do. Just get some Bitcoin, keep adding to it, never sell it. But that is it for the news today, guys. Let's take a look at the chat. Who was in here? Good morning, Joe from California. That's all right. You can make a Zoom. I'm about to get that recording up today. I have a recording of it, so I'm going to get our yesterday's class uploaded. I'm going to get the Thursday night meetup uploaded, and then some other stuff going. So yeah, you'll be getting that class too. And Steve, whoop, Super Lovers Traders will run. I'm sure of it. We'll see. But everybody, thank you for tuning in today. I hope everyone has a great weekend. If you're in the Sarasota area, tonight is our final poker night. We've been doing poker here like for the last 2 years, or yeah, literally the last 2 years. It's been a fun run, but our club, the Bitcoin Bend Crypto Club, Bitcoin Bend World Ventures, Private Key Capital, we are growing so fast. And this is just one of these changes we have to make here at the club just because to keep expanding and growing our company. So even though Friday night poker nights are going to be over, this gives us an opportunity to give you guys some more like education, maybe some other meetups going on. So it's going to be the better. So if you're in Sarasota tonight, please attend our final poker night. It's going to be fun. It's enjoyable. And yeah, so it's a great way just to sunset the final event going as we prepare for bigger and better things here at the Crypto Club. So guys, if you need more information about our programs, go to bitcoinbend.io or give us a text or call at 941-413-8080. So guys, I will see you again on Monday or tomorrow at our new member orientation program out there. So guys, see you later. Peace. Love you. Take care, guys.
For years, banks promised innovation, but they gave us fees and friction and fine prints. Today, all that changes. Introducing Private Key Bank from Bitcoin Bend's Crypto Club, the world's first Bitcoin native credit union. Rebuilt from the ground up in the heart of El Salvador, a place where your Bitcoin isn't just stored, it grows. Earn 4% interest paid in Bitcoin, compounded, secured, and accessible. No middlemen, no hidden games, just your money working for you. Send funds across borders instantly, without SWIFT codes, without currency conversions. Pay anyone, anywhere, with a tap of a finger. This isn't banking as usual. This is freedom, beautifully engineered. The future of finance is finally here.